regular sick, man. What up, Jorge? So I wouldn't want to call myself like an impulsive buyer. So it's mainly for just like things I like really like, I should say. But nah, fuck that. I guess I am an impulsive buyer. I'm just picky on what I buy. I'm not gonna just be buying anything just because it's on fucking sale or some shit. What I do impulsive buy a lot of the time is like food. Is like food oriented. I guess that makes me a fat ass, but that's another story. And one thing I like high key buy, especially at that time of year, just impulsively, instinctively almost, is Girl Scout cookies. When you see that little girl out there in front of the whatever fucking store or whatever she's at, and you see her trying to sell those cookies, with her fucking mom trying to look at you, trying to make you feel bad. For some reason, I just have the instinctiveness to just walk up and just angrily buy 6 boxes of cookies, And I kind of feel bad after buying those 6 boxes of cookies. Because, like, I get the cookies, but I just feel mad. I'm just mad at myself sometimes. I don't know if I don't know if it's because, it's because the anger in which I had at the time was forced upon to her for the time being, because I forcibly gave her the money and all that kind of shit, because I angrily gave her the money or whatever, because I was feeling some type of way or some shit. Was it because she mentally somehow made me buy those cookies, or am I just mad at myself for buying those fucking cookies because I'm a fat ass? I don't know, bro. One thing I found out, man, that people really, I feel like, at least in my community of people that really like need to watch out, man. Girl Scouts target stoners a lot of the time. The Girl Scouts target stoners, hella, okay? And it's just an ever growing phenomenon that I feel like us stoners really need to be aware of. But us stoners, man, we don't even really like to go outside anyway. We don't like to go outside. We like to get our shit, get outside, smoke our weed, and and just like, I don't know, do whatever we like to do oriented around the weed, whether that be video games or I don't know, whatever you like to do. I don't know how far in the hierarchy it is in which they are targeting, because I know when Girl Scouts go, it's more or less on a just single girl individual base. The overall sales are pretty much just determined on how hard the kid works or whatever. I don't know how far the hierarchy goes to where they get scheduled like places in which I get like Monday through Thursday in front of this store, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday or some shit, you get in front of that store too. I don't know if there's like a hierarchy in the scheduling of Girl Scout cookies, in which they need to like place people strategically all over the place. But I do think it's like just an individual kind of thing where you choose where to go, you choose where you want to post up and just try and sell your cookies. And I say this just because one year when I was working in FedEx, and if you work at FedEx in like in that Troutdale fucking area, it's like high key mad stoners in the park. It's mad stoners that be working there. High key FedEx is like, it's a fucking warehouse job, you know what I mean? Mad stoners, mad people that like to party and just like do stupid shit, weird shit, crazy shit, dumb shit. You know? I think I said dumb shit twice, but whatever. I remember one year during that time of year, whatever. I think it's during winter that Girl Scout cookie season is, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, they're not out this year because of COVID, but I think it's just because of COVID. I don't know if I don't know if it is around this year or the beginning of like the year or whatever, but I hope I get some soon. I was just walking towards the guard shack. The guard shack is like what you had, the like small little security shack entrance. You gotta go to like the metal detector and all that kind of shit just to get into the warehouse. You know what I mean? And they posted up right outside that fucking guard shack, man. And that mom, you know what I mean? That fucking purple haired bitch knew what she was doing, okay, bruh? Alright? She was teaching her daughter to fucking target people, okay, bruh? To try and target people, alright? Target a certain minority of people that have already been oppressed by society itself and try and manipulate them into getting something for her own advantage, man. That's kind of fucked up. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do to y'all, but that purple haired bitch, man, she knew what she was doing, okay, bro? She made her daughter stand outside there and waited for those stoners to come in and out of that fucking warehouse, bro. Tired of shit. They were working 12-hour shifts, bro. Alright? Yeah, they were making $22.50 an hour, I, but like, they're gonna die in like at 40, you know what I mean, from fucking back pain and like fucking medication that they gotta take for it and shit. Bro, it's fucked up, man. Alright, and you're gonna teach your daughter to stand outside and try and prey on people's weaknesses, okay? They don't do anything, okay? They go to work at that fucking warehouse and they sleep, bro. Trust me, I was at for 2 years, for like 1 to 2 years, bro. All I did and go to work, eat a little bit, and then go back to fucking sleep. And I mean, obviously I smoked the weed, but like, but that's just like through anything, if anything. All these people, man, that just pray, bro. That just be working hard, bro. They work fucking dumb hours, man, and they take the money for what? Some cookies? Yeah, we get delicious cookies, but like, it's $5 a box. Okay? I'm working hard, and now you're gonna guilt me into buying these cookies because I think I'm doing something better with my life. And it's fucked up. She knew what she was doing. That mom smoked weed herself. You know what I mean? You could fucking tell, bruh. She was preying on her own kind, man. It's not right. She's preying on her own kind, man. Stoner community is supposed to look out for each other, but she fucking. Anyway, she was selling cookies outside the guard shack, and just like, you could just not necessarily yeah, you could just hear, and just like, you could just hear and how she acted and everything like that. You could just really tell she was really just trying to convince like people who were just less dumb minded, or just like didn't know what they were doing, or like we were just preying on people, man, that just like fucking food, you know what I mean? Poor people, they don't have a lot in their life, you know, so we appreciate food, you know, and she's using that to her advantage, which I don't think is 100% fair, but whatever. She was just paying all the stoners and all the people were there, and I think it's kind of weird, man. And look, if you and just look and just looking that up, I just Google searched like Girl Scout versus stoner relationship or whatever, and high key you see it, bro. Like, there's like tweets and just like a whole bunch of different stories, and these were all obviously in like weed legal states that it was all happening in, because I don't know if you can sell Girl Scout cookies outside of like a fucking gas station, and people just know that's the fucking plug or whatever. But I mean, you can, but in the end, I think that plug would get caught. So fuck that Girl Scout at the time. But that's a whole other situation, I feel like. And it just been happening, bruh. And it's happened in California, Washington, and just so many other states. Kind of weird, because I don't know what kind of message you're sending to you. I don't know if it's like hurting the kid, or like, you know, like, it's like, first of all, it's like a little kid. It's like under 10 years old. I don't know necessarily if she knows what weed is, you know, and if she's supposed to sell it, or I don't know if the mom's actually selling it, and the Girl Scout and her daughter's just like a fucking like a Hallmark cover card or some shit, where she's just like supposed to look cute to like try and sell the Girl Scouts or whatever. But I don't know who's the actual salesman here and who's the actual really trying to do this. But I don't know if putting your daughter in front of the dispensary full of antisocial stoners that just want to get their fucking weed, illegal drug. It just puts a little sour taste in my mouth at the end of the day. Girl Scout cookies from like the year 2018 to 2019 have went up like a whole $100 million in revenue. And I don't think that's like not a coincidence too much about the weed thing, you know. Weed throughout the years have become weed throughout these most recent like 5 years, past 5 years or whatever. Weed has become more legally has started to become more legal in more states, you know, throughout the U.S. I just don't think that's a coincidence. These food hungry, dumbed down people that really just want to eat munchies and fucking watch YouTube videos. It hurts me. So my favorite cookie brand, okay, one of my favorite cookie brands is really trying to like, you know, take advantage of people. Okay, it's not right. All right. I don't know if you like are okay with little girls hanging around inside dispensaries. Yeah, maybe that's a cool thing now. You know, like back in the day, how like kids back in the day saw the kid as hand outside the arcade skipping class with the leather jacket type shit. Like, saw uncool. Is that gonna be now cool? I mean, that already is kind of cool. So, because bitches with leather jackets in Portland are supposed to be cool, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know, quirky or some shit. I don't know if that's just the truth now. You know, so they are now they're teaching their kids to hang out beside the dispensary. At least the daughter now knows the word like to get the good weed. It just put a sour taste in my mouth. Oh, Girl Scout cookies. Parent stoner sometimes. I'm already paranoid as it is, you know. And if I just walk up to that stand, even just by walking by that fucking mom trying to just be like, fucking all up in my face, like, hi or whatever, like, no, bitch, like. First of all, I didn't even want someone in my face trying to sell me anything, and now this bitch is gonna try and sell me delicious ass cookies that I want. I remember one time I got scammed, bruh, and obviously this was younger, but like, it was this hot chick, and I was like, I was like 11, 12 or something at the time, so I feel like she knew what she was doing, praying to like little kids, like being horny and shit. But she was like, "Hey, we're trying to make weed legal or some shit." And I want to say I felt like, cause I was on TriMet or some shit with like a friend or something, and I feel like she knew I was underage or whatever. And it's like the same thing in a way. She's like, "You want to try and make weed legal?" And I was like, "Damn, bro." She thought so. If I signed this petition to try and make weed legal as an 11-year-old, maybe I would have the potential to have this. Probably she was like 30 at the time. If I signed this petition, potentially I'd be able to have sex with this 30-year-old. You know, I mean that's what I was thinking at 11 years old. All this to say is that's just kind of how I feel like the same way. It's like Girl Scout cookies is with stoner. Yeah, it just seems like a little playful thing, or just like obviously a clever way to get money. Obviously, if you're just looking for quick money, or like if you're looking for good money, I guess I don't know, but I find that correlation the same way, just as odd, just as primitive or whatever. I don't know. I don't know a lot of synonyms in my life. Predatory. The way they want to do that just for their thing. Despite, yeah, I started smoking weed, but fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? I didn't have sex with her, so why the fuck did I want weed legal first place anyway? You know what I mean? Fuck weed, high key. And that saying, I still love Girl Scout cookies. I'll still buy them, but I just gotta control myself. Don't have your Girl Scout daughters or whatever like that post up outside dispensaries. I think it just, like I said, it just gives a sour note. Like, if you're gonna post up in a dispensary, try and find like the nearest just like the fucking couple stores over or some shit, bitch. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta post up right outside, high key, bro. It's kind of fucked up, you know. Let's just hope you're okay with the pot thing, you know. Your daughter's gonna grow up smoking weed, bruh. In conclusion, fuck. Stoners, we have to come together, okay? We can no longer let the Girl Scouts take advantage of us, okay, and taking our money for these delicious ass cookies. I bet you for a fucking fact, okay, we could somewhere find a better price, okay, for our own time. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait maniacally or whatever the fuck you want to call it. We don't have to fucking We don't have to fucking starve ourselves for the whole year or whatever, okay? And Girl Scouts, please chill, okay? Don't have your daughter post up outside dispensaries unless you're okay with your daughter smoking weed at an early age, which is it's bound to happen. Jorge, later.